Welcome to The Explainer. I'm stepping in today as your senior consultant to coach your team on a massive hidden risk that's quietly shifting how every single hiring team operates. It's called AI creep. Now look, while artificial intelligence is an absolutely incredible tool, blindly handing over the keys to an algorithm introduces huge operational and legal risks, stuff that can literally sink a company. So today, we're going to calibrate your professional judgment skills and build a rock-solid framework of trust. Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll cover the sheer need for AI guardrails, the 3 distinct zones of AI responsibility, what these guardrails actually look like in practice, how to avoid some common AI anti-patterns, the absolute imperative of human judgment, and finally, we'll end by building your very own RASI blueprint. All right, Section 1, the need for AI guardrails, and understanding the architecture of responsible AI use. Because let's face it, old recruiting methods just aren't enough to scale anymore, but we absolutely need structure before we let the tech run wild. So what are guardrails? They're basically the hard lines you draw, specifying which decisions AI can support independently versus which absolutely require human approval. Think of AI as a highly enthusiastic, incredibly fast, but, well, occasionally confused intern, right? They desperately want to help, but sometimes they just kind of make things up. Without guardrails, you leave yourself wide open to AI hallucinations. We're talking about things like your intern completely fabricating a statistic about a candidate's tenure, or inventing a fake citation for a university degree that doesn't even exist. Guardrails ensure there's always a human there to catch those slip-ups. So, the crucial point really boils down to this. AI provides information, but the human makes the decision. Honestly, if you only take away one single thing from our coaching session today, please make it this quote. AI is fantastic. It's great at processing massive amounts of unstructured data, organizing notes, drafting content, but the exact moment a decision carries accountability or legal liability or impacts a person's livelihood, a human being must be the one making the final call, period. Moving on to Section 2, 3 zones of AI responsibility, or as I like to call it, the traffic light mental model. This is a super simple, reliable checklist for calibrating task risk versus AI capability. Think of these zones exactly like a traffic light. Zone 1 is green, go. This is your low-risk, totally transparent work that AI can do autonomously. We're talking about things like extracting job titles from a resume or just checking if a candidate has, say, 5+ years of Python experience. Simple. Then Zone 2 is yellow, caution. Here AI supports, but humans decide. The AI might point out a potential red flag or draft a nice outreach message to a marketing director, but a human must thoroughly review it, edit for tone, and actually approve that output. And finally, Zone 3 is red, stop. AI should never do these tasks. Final hiring decisions, offer extensions, legal compliance determinations, those are strictly human territory, no exceptions. And this brilliantly illustrates the stark difference between dangerous automation and safe augmentation. On the wrong side, we have a massive liability. If an AI reads a resume, generates some score, recommends advance, and you just blindly click advance, well, the decision happened without human judgment. That is legally indefensible. On the right side, we see the safe approach. The AI reads the resume, organizes the notes into a handy summary, but then the recruiter and hiring manager review that summary together. Maybe they notice a timeline gap and explicitly decide to advance the candidate to ask about that specific gap. See the difference? The human makes the decision, totally informed by the AI. Let's pivot to Section 3, AI guardrails in practice, focusing on real-world workflows. Let's actually look at how this theory functions right at your desk. Let's see how this builds into a seamless everyday workflow. Imagine you're using Greenhouse as your applicant tracking system, and you've got it integrated with Slack and an AI tool. A resume comes into Greenhouse. Instantly, the AI extracts the key qualifications and posts a really clean summary into your Slack channel. Awesome, right? That's Zone 1. But here comes the absolutely crucial handoff point, Step 3. The recruiter reads the AI summary against the actual resume to verify it. Then, the AI drafts a warm outreach message. The human reviews it, tweaks the tone, double-checks the details, and then, and only then, clicks send. Now, you might be wondering, why is that human verification step in Slack so critical? Well, it's because of situations exactly like this one. In a real-world scenario we pulled from our data, an AI successfully pulled a candidate's skills, but completely missed that the candidate had 3 whole years of specific healthcare recruiting experience. And guess what? That was exactly what the company needed. But because the guardrail was in place, the recruiter caught the omission during their review and just manually added the note. If they had just blindly trusted our overly eager intern, they might have passed on a literal perfect candidate. Crazy, right? Which brings us to Section 4, avoiding common AI anti-patterns. This is where teams go wrong. As a consultant, I see a few predictable bad habits prop up again and again. So let's make sure you don't fall into these traps. Here are the 3 main anti-patterns to watch out for. First, no guardrails at all. This is where AI creep sets in. What starts as a totally harmless summary tool slowly morphs into the AI making pass-fail decisions simply because, well, the team gets a bit lazy. Second, being too restrictive. This is when fear keeps you from using AI even for those green zone tasks, meaning you're losing out on all the incredible efficiency and leverage the tech offers. And third, unclear handoff points. The AI does the work, but nobody actually knows whose job it is to approve it. So automated emails get sent or candidates get rejected without a human ever even looking at the file. You absolutely must explicitly define where the machine stops and the human begins. All right, Section 5, the human judgment imperative. This covers bias, compliance, and disagreements, which is definitely the most legally sensitive part of our explainer. I want you to genuinely think about this scenario for a second. Let's say your AI applies your scoring rubric and says a candidate fails. Maybe they only got 6 out of 8 must-haves. But your highly experienced hiring manager looks at the profile and says, actually, they have exceptional strengths elsewhere. Let's advance them. So who wins? What happens when the machine and the human fundamentally disagree? The answer is absolute. Humans always decide. When decisions carry regulatory exposure, liability, and literally impact people's lives, human judgment is decisive. Listen, if a candidate ever challenges a hiring decision, well, the AI said it was fine, is never going to be a valid legal defense. You must show that a qualified human with authority reviewed the information and made the choice. Now, what's really interesting here is how these examples highlight exactly what an algorithm fails to grasp. For instance, an AI might summarize an interview as overall strong, completely missing a 2-year unexplained employment gap that a human manager would immediately want to ask about. Or it might innocently summarize interviewer notes saying a candidate has great startup energy, which your compliance team will instantly recognize as a legally risky age-coded term. Or even worse, the AI organizes notes and casually includes a comment that the candidate has young children and might lack availability. Seriously, that is a massive legal compliance risk. The human guardrail catches these issues, filters out the problematic language, and ultimately keeps your company out of court. Finally, Section 6, building your RACI blueprint. Let's get into an actionable framework to actually operationalize all of this. Here is your playbook. For a low-risk task, like extracting resume qualifications, the AI operates independently, and the recruiter is simply responsible for verifying it. Make sense? Then, for a medium-risk task, like organizing interview feedback, the AI acts in a supported role. It drafts the summary, but the recruiter is the one responsible for it. But look closely at that bottom row, the final hire decision. The AI is explicitly listed as human primary, meaning it only provides context. The hiring manager is fully accountable for that decision, while the recruiter and compliance are consulted. You really need to map your entire end-to-end hiring process exactly like this blueprint. As we wrap up our coaching session today, I really want to leave you with this question to ask yourself and your team. What recruiting decisions are you currently letting slip through without human judgment that absolutely require oversight? Remember, Guardrails transform AI from a massive liability into a deeply trusted tool. By calibrating your judgment and defining clear boundaries, you aren't slowing down. You're building a system that scales safely and legally. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Now get out there, build your framework, and hire with confidence.